There is always an intimate connection between human system and natural systems. However, often there seems to be disconnection at times due to various economic reasons. Through this project, we have been trying to understand how people try to connect with nature and how they were transferring their knowledge to the next generation. Transfer of traditional ecological knowledge and other societal values to next generation would play a pivotal role in how we manage our natural environment. Through informal interviews with people in rural Bhutan and Upper Valley Vermont, we learned how they learn about different farming practices and climate change and how these knowledges are transferred from one generation to the next. Tashi lives in Thimphu with his wife and 2 kids. He runs a tour company and also offers tour guide services. He talked about how people in Bhutan learn about the environment and different environmental management approaches through culture and traditional values as opposed to learning them in formal schools.
I think that's how we are taught from our very young days, because now see, I think I was never taught in the school, why those are very sacred place, because it's our parents that our parents and our community that they teaches us, For instance, say like you lost a cow, then the community or the someone we invite someone the like kind of astrologer from the community, and he comes and he will have some kind of offerings, milk offering, and then he will start chanting mantras. So like I said, we have a kela, where we have kela means, as I explained to you earlier, that it's someone who protects the child, who was born in that particular community. Similarly, we have like the place where you can worship for animals. So he will come and he will chant some mantras, asking basically evoking the deities to help us to find that cow. So these kind of things are, I think, we are bought. We are taught culturally. I think that's nothing to do with schools or our education.
Coming to US, we met Dustin Potter, who is a property manager at High Lake in the town of Sharon in Vermont. For generations, his family has been hunters and he too has been engaged in this activity for his entire life. So, being out in the nature has been a huge part of his life. Recently, he has developed a knack for mushroom picking, and this is what he had to say on the importance of being outdoors.
Like I said, hunting's in my family. I'm passing it down to my children already. I have a daughter and a son, which I don't mind if they don't want to take an animal's life, because that's not what it's all about. It's about being in the outdoors. There's so much that people don't know what's in our woods that there is to see and there is to learn. That's more where I'm focused, I'm teaching, letting the things that my grandfather taught me, my father taught me, pass it down through, because believe it or not, it's a dying thing. People have no clue how things were done in the old days, and everything's so convenient for us in this day and age and generation. I'm trying to pass that along to my children as well. It's something that I can know that'll stick with them even in the days that I'm gone, so.
While most children follow their own free will, the knowledge passed down by their parents can give them unique ideas and perspectives. Carl Russell and Lisa McCrory owns Earthwise Farm and Forest in Randolph in Vermont. Their daughter grew up on the farm, and her understanding of nature and food systems has impacted her everyday life.
As a college student, she has a garden at her apartment. She wants to study agriculture, whether or not she has a vision of having a homestead where she can grow her own food, and she's got the skills. She's lived it, so it's not so out of the realm of possibility. She understands it on such a deeper level. She knows where carrots come from. She knows how that milk comes from a cow. She knows the life cycle of animals. She understands life and death. And her counterparts, her roommates, have no clue. And so she has discussions with them that have certain limitations. It opens her eyes at how little her friends actually understand the food system, where she has a very deep understanding. So whatever she does, she's going to take that appreciation with her.
Next, we talked with Roy Schiff, an environmental scientist in Upper Valley, Vermont, to understand how he has acquired the knowledge of his intimate connection with natural environment.
One thing happened when I was a senior in high school. I went fishing alone with my dog, and I went to this brook, and there was this whole crew there doing like restoration work. I'm like, oh, what are you guys doing? And I ended up like not fishing. I just hopped in and started like planting trees, and there were a couple dogs up there, and the dogs were playing, and I said, oh, I'm a member, but I had never done any of that stuff, and that really had an impact on me. So I did a little more of that kind of volunteering, and now it's my career.